Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to WCNLC. Before I begin, I have to say I am not a financial advisor, and anything I say on this channel is not meant to persuade you into making a buy or sell on any crypto. Okay, I'm just some guy on YouTube wanting to build a strong community around the crypto world and provide information so that you may make your own informed decisions. I also do advise you to perform your own research before buying into any crypto. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only, okay? All right, anyways, so Dogecoin has had some major breakouts over these past few days, and most of it has a lot to do with Elon Musk tweeting about it. Yeah, so like literally Dogecoin is pretty much a meme coin or a social media coin. But we're going to go over this. So this is the live Doge chart. What I'm going to do is we're going to go over here to Twitter, and we are going to, compare these tweet times to the times on the charts to show you guys what I'm talking about. So Elon Musk is like a whale in Doge. He owns quite a bit of Doge, okay? He is not the CEO. Most people think he owns Doge. I don't think he owns Doge. I think he owns a lot of Doge, but I don't think he owns it, okay? In this video, I'm going to break down what Dogecoin is and, where it came from, what's its purpose, But let me go over this first, okay? So as we can see here, Elon put a poll out here. It says, the future currency of Earth. Like basically saying, what do you think the future currency of Earth? Dogecoin to the moon. 71% of his followers or people that answered this question said Dogecoin to the moon. 28.7% said all other cryptos combined. That's over 2 million votes, guys. That's the final results from over 2 million votes. All right. So let's see. This was posted at 10:51 p.m. on February 5th. Let's go back to the chart. Okay, February 5th. Let's see here, around 10:51 p.m. What in this world? Okay, here we go. About right in here. Okay. As you can see, it absolutely started skyrocketing. Okay, let's go back and go look here. This one, dude, this is like funny. I don't even know what this is. I'm pretty sure it's basically saying him, and these two other people, Snoop Dogg. I don't know who in the world that is. I think it's Ozzy, maybe. I don't know, but they're supporting Doge. This is kind of like, this is really funny, dude. But anyways, yeah. Let's see here. That was also at 1:41 a.m. on February 7th. Let's go check this out. Did I say February 7th? Is that right? Yeah, February 7th, 1:41 a.m. I don't know why okay, he pinned it. I was about to say, why is this up here before this? But I see he pinned it. Okay. February 7th at 1:41 a.m. Let's go check this out. Right around here. As you can see, it kept going. Alright, let's go ahead here and go to previous. Okay, there we go. Here we go. No highs, no lows, only Doge. Dogecoin is the people's crypto. Let's see here. And he says, you're welcome. Talking about he's supporting Doge. I think that's like one of the most funniest memes. This right here is what started a lot of this. So like you see, he just tweeted Doge at February 4th at 1:35 a.m. And then he said, you're welcome. February 4th at 1:57 a.m. So let's go back and look right when he tweeted this. 1:35 a.m. Okay, February 4th. Okay, let's see. February 4th, right around there. As you can see, and then whenever that tweet came out, people started seeing it. They started buying into it. Then it just pumped up, like sold. Sold. It pumped up, and then had a little bit of retracement here, and then it just kept going. I think Elon Musk has a lot to do with this. And I've seen over the past few days, on a bunch of other cryptos, like looking at live streams, like, reading into a lot of these cryptos, and a lot of people are just asking Elon Musk to tweet about it. Like, I think it's like that big of a deal. They're just like, Elon Musk, please gotta tweet about this. But yeah. So what we're about to do is we're pretty much going to go over what Doge is, where it came from, what's its purpose, to give you guys some insight on the coin itself. Also understand, anytime I've ever seen Doge have a pump, there's usually a massive sell-off. Let's go back and look at, let's see, there was a time it hit 8 cents. I think it was a few days, yeah. This, for example. Do you see what happened here? It wasn't even at a penny. And just took off and like it sold down hardcore. And then like it consolidated quite a bit. Then Elon Musk tweeted about it and then it just started going back up. We're about to come back up and test that 8 cent support again where it capped off in the last run that happened last weekend. And then if it passes that coin, we might see a 10 cent Doge. But we'll go through the chart analysis here in a second. But for now, let's go ahead and break down what Doge is, and we'll get through that. Then we'll come back and look at the chart, guys. I do want to ask before we get into that. I would greatly appreciate it, guys, if you can subscribe to the channel, like this video, leave a comment or two, let me know your thoughts on Doge. YouTube does have that YouTube does have that algorithm that pretty much dictates how to get the videos out to more people, and when you subscribe, like, and comment, that does trigger the algorithm to put like the video out in front of more people. It puts my videos out more. We can build a a big like community, and that way I can keep everybody informed. Believe it or not, only 1 in 5 people know about crypto, and this is a huge opportunity for people to make money, and I really want to share that with people, but yeah, just go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. I appreciate it greatly, guys. So let's go ahead and dive into what Doge actually is. Alright, so I'm going to read this article from the Insider on Dogecoin, and then we're going to go over here to the website, and we're actually going to watch the Dogecoin video that explains what Dogecoin is as well, to get us an idea before we jump into the chart. So let's go ahead and read this. So Dogecoin started in 2013 as a joke between 2 engineers, IBM software engineer Billy Markus and Adobe software engineer Jackson Palmer had never even met when they successfully combined 2 of 2013's greatest phenomena, Bitcoin and Doge, the result, Dogecoin. Dogecoin was a product that people started using as soon as it was released. Much of the 2 engineers' surprise, over 1 million unique visitors went to Dogecoin.com within the website's first month. The Doge meme that gained popularity in 2013 featured an image of a Shiba Inu dog with Comic Sans thought bubbles spouting out of it with near monosyllabic ideas. The meme could be used to express anything from jokes about naps, early mornings, diets, even space exploration. Before the product was released, Palmer, who'd been following developments in the cryptocurrency world, absent-mindedly tweeted, "Investing in Dogecoin, pretty sure it's the next big thing." He got some replies encouraging him to pursue the idea, and a week later bought the domain Dogecoin.com, which is what we're going to look at next. Inevitably, the idea got picked up on Reddit and led to the hotbed of Doge activity in 2013. Meanwhile, in Portland, Billy Markus had been trying to program his own digital currency that would appeal to a broader demographic than the proffers who flooded into Bitcoin since the currency was released in 2008. But the project had gone nowhere. Then he stumbled across Dogecoin or Dogecoin.com within a day or two of the site going live. First thing I said was, "This is so funny." Then I said I should just make this coin. Markus told Insider back in 2013. Okay, Markus tweeted at Palmer saying he wanted to go in on the venture, and before Palmer even responded, started reconfiguring Bitcoin source code, which is publicly available to turn its user-facing elements into the Doge meme. Eventually, Palmer wrote back, and the partnership was formed. A little more than a week later, a week after, Palmer's joke tweet, Dogecoin was launched in December of 2013. The currency was derived from the open source software project Litecoin. Unlike Bitcoin, Dogecoin does not have a limit to the number of coins that can be produced in the system. Redditors helped Dogecoin develop its own substructure or subculture in 2013. The digital currency instantly exploded on Reddit, generating a market value of $8 million at the time. It became popular for the internet practice of tipping, which was a way of repaying people on the web for performing good deeds, like sharing an idea or making a platform more accessible. Only about a week after launching, Dogecoin became the second most tipped currency. This is what the engineers told Insider. The digital currency has long contributed to a culture that distinguishes itself by a sort of irreverence for institutions like Wall Street. It's not surprising Reddit users would take up the stock alongside GameStop and AMC in trading against big hedge funds. Dogecoin developed its own culture of sorts in 2013, largely due to the currency having a lower barrier of entry than Bitcoin for people who might be interested in cryptocurrencies. Okay, it's not taking itself as seriously. It's not being used by people worrying about whether they'll become rich. Palmer told Insider in 2013, it's something to share for thanks or kudos. At the time, the engineers said they had no plans to compete with cryptocurrency giant Bitcoin, but in 2014, the trading volume of the meme-worthy coin briefly eclipsed Bitcoin and all other currencies. A year later, Palm took an extended leave of absence from the company as he said the cryptocurrency environment had grown increasingly serious and toxic. In 2017, the currency crossed a new milestone, which is $2 billion in market value. Okay, let me show you where Dogecoin actually is amongst the currencies. Let me give you the ranking. So let's go to CoinGecko. Let's pull this up. Oh, by the way, guys, if you're ever going to stream on YouTube or anything, I definitely don't recommend buying an HP computer. As you can see, it's absolutely slow. I even have the settings turned down on a lot of this stuff, and see, it's like, can't do anything on here, dude. But I'm going to be buying a Mac here soon, and I'm going to start running this on a Mac. Alright, let's wait for this to load. Here we go. It's like a freaking dial-up. Maybe it's something to do with the internet. I don't know. I'll look into that as this next week progresses. Okay, let's go to CoinGecko.com. Alright, Dogecoin is number 10, is in the top 10 with a price of, sitting right now at about 7.6 cents, has a, has over 128 billion circulating supply, and has a market cap of over 12 billion. Okay. Alright, now let's go to Dogecoin's website, and let's actually watch what Dogecoin has for the video that they have explaining it, so that maybe they go into a little more detail. So let's go ahead and have that up. Give me 1 second while I get that put up, guys.
Dogecoin is a revolutionary digital currency. It can easily be sent through the internet from person to person with total security. With instant transactions, you can send coins from Melbourne to Mumbai, from Madrid to Minneapolis in seconds. It's simple and safe to use, and is already accepted at online retailers where you can buy gifts, groceries, services, and so much more. What makes Dogecoin truly unique from other currencies is how its ease of use makes it the perfect way to instantly send cash gifts to people all around the world. You can send 10 cents to your favorite comment on Twitter, or $10 to your favorite band to purchase their latest album. You can even send $100 to a charity that you support. There's no middleman to take a cut, and the transactions are completely anonymous. If you are a creator, you'll find your fans can financially empower you. For the first time, you can directly receive cash from them, rather than a valueless like or retweet. You now have the opportunity to spend more time creating content and less time counting cents. Be part of something big, something groundbreaking. Within the first few months of creation, the Dogecoin community has already achieved great things, from funding Olympic athletes to providing clean drinking water to those in need. The community is welcoming and amazingly generous. You'll fit right in. So, how do I join in? To start, visit Dogecoin.com and download your own digital wallet. Then, join the community on Reddit, where thousands of helpful people will happily answer any of your questions, and where you'll also receive some free coins. Dogecoin, the internet currency. We'll see you on the moon.
Alright guys, so that kind of explained what Dogecoin is. Like, it's pretty much like a peer-to-peer network where you can send money effortlessly without having a middleman. Let me go ahead and close this out here. What we're going to do now, if you have any questions about Dogecoin, you can leave it in the comment section. Like I said earlier, if you have any thoughts or like where you think Doge is going to go, please put it in the comments. That way we can kind of go over it. We're not going to address it in later videos, because especially when I run a live Doge chart after this. Later on tonight, I'm actually going to run a Doge, like a live Doge chart for the whole night, like the remainder of the night. That way, you know, people that want to actually try to get into this currency, they can kind of see where everything is live. And by the way, you can actually trade Doge if you're in the U.S. on Uphold app, which is what I use. I use the Uphold Exchange. I do not use Robinhood. I'll make a whole video on that later, but if you're going to trade anything, I recommend staying away from Robinhood because of all the bad news and stuff that's going on around it. I feel like they do a lot of market manipulation, but besides that, let me get back to this. Let's close this out. Let's go to the Doge chart. All right. Let's wait for this to load here. All right, here we go. As you can see, that like I said earlier, Doge is just like pumping hardcore. And it's already past 8 cents. It's pumping right now. Like I want to say we broke the 8 cent barrier. Let me see where we capped off at last time, so I get an idea if it already broke that resistance point or not. Yeah, it did. Wow. So yeah, I would not be surprised if we see a 10-cent Doge tonight. But also understand, like I said earlier, Dogecoin is notorious for selling off. So you've got to be careful, because we've already passed the last all-time high that hit, and now we're about to hit. We're making new all-time highs now. So you gotta watch this. Be very careful. Be very smart about it. Understand when everybody starts trying to make a transaction on their exchanges, the exchanges will crash, and then you know what I'm saying, like that happens a lot. If it was me, if I had Dogecoin and I see it pass an all-time high, you know, I would be looking at right around here. Would be where I would start looking at selling. I wouldn't sell all my Doge, but I would take some profits. That makes sense. Usually, what I do is when we get like this high with Doge, like I'll take off whatever I invested into it, and then I'll leave the rest in there as house money to play with. Let's see, with it going past all-time highs, there's really no way of predicting this. It's very unstable. There's no other resistance to go from. We are in an uptrend. I do predict that we're going to end up doing a sell-off or doing a retracement. I bet we come back down to around, I wouldn't say all the way bottoming out, but I bet we stop around 5 cents. And I bet that'll be a great buying opportunity. I know we're probably going to come up here and test this right here, probably 8.5. If we pass that, then I think it'll go to 10 cents. But if it does fall down and retrace, it'll probably come down around 5 cents, right around this dip right here. Yeah, 5. Yeah, no, I would say about 5.5 cents. Excuse me, this dip, and then it should probably come back up and retest. But we will see, guys. Like I said, I appreciate you guys watching. If you have any questions about Dogecoin, by all means, leave it in the comment section. I'm glad we got to, talk about it. But what I'm going to be doing is, after this video, probably within an hour or so, I'm going to be going live with the actual trading chart, like we're doing right here. And I will keep this up for the remainder of the night, guys.